Welcome to the Religiously Offensive Podcast.
Brooke are just so pathetic.
I thought you were going to say good.
One from the Spurs, Josh Richardson, Doug McDermott, and Jacob Pertl.
We can't do that.
I just started the recording. Can we not talk about NFL?
We
Or
did get our
basketball?
first dub,
Sorry,
though.
basketball.
Russ
The
coming
basketball
off the bench is the move.
That was huge.
shows that
Lakers?
ignorant I am.
Yeah, Lakers have secured their
Can
first,
we not talk about football, please?
You didn't mean that. You didn't mean that.
our first one of the season. We are now 1-5. As are the did the Nets lose last night?
1-5. That's a bad record, right?
Very bad. So we were 0-5.
I was like, records work the same way in basketball, right?
They do.
The Nets squeaked it out against the Pacers, so they're 2-5. Rats.
The Magic are 1-6, which is upsetting.
Yeah,
Is that an extra cover you got for that camera?
mhm.
Or does that, okay. 'Cause it's massive.
Well, no, there's nothing on the cameras. This just protrudes so that the camera doesn't hit.
So that's part of the phone.
No,
The thing that
No, no.
protrudes out?
You
Or
know,
that's
this
part of the case.
you put it.
But it's thick enough so that if it were to fall on its back,
No, I
like-
get that. Yeah.
But yeah, it's
No,
part of
that's
the case.
smart.
Because it came with like separate, like individual little covers for each lens. Maybe. I don't
Did
know.
you know that they were a couple in
I
real
don't think
life?
it's necessary.
I don't just.
That
I
can
just
cause
don't
bad
take
pictures.
From
I've seen
Halloween
it.
Town?
That's what I would think.
I love that.
Yeah.
I need to watch that. I feel like it's been literally 20 years.
I know.
All right. So what'd you guys do for Halloween? I want to, anything?
We carved some pumpkins and handed out candy and watched a Harry Potter movie.
That's
Oh
great.
my gosh.
Bro, I got a.
That's all I want to do.
What an
is
evening.
Ordered
one
some
year.
pizza.
1 year, I'd love to hand out candy. Granted, my house is like
Heavy. That's awesome.
not many
Right.
kids make it to my house because it's the back of the neighborhood, but I would still just love to like hand out candy. I want to decorate. I want to get one of those 12-foot skeletons they sell.
I
at
want
Home
to
Depot.
decorate more next year because we got a good amount of kids, but I feel like I just got like one of those strip lights that you can like has the sticker on the back that you pull off. So we just like put it around our door frame and
So-
just put some decorations out there.
I had this idea yesterday.
I want full on haunted house.
Oh,
I
Be
want to
sick.
scare some children.
See, I want to go with something
candy.
that's a little less effort than that, but would still just have that shock factor. So, you know, those massive skeleton I was just talking about?
Yeah.
They're like, what, $400 at Home Depot, but like they sell out in days. Like when they go on sale in like June and it's a weird time of year. And so you have to like kind of be on it to get one. I want to get 2 of them and I want to put them on my roof and put them in like some sex position.
Okay.
How awesome would that be? It's just like, cause everyone's doing this. Everyone's doing,
Wasn't either.
everyone's doing like,
child's holiday. Let's put a couple.
no. They're not gonna know. And if they know, they already know, you know? So
You know?
it doesn't matter, you know?
my God.
So what I'm saying is like, so it's like everyone always tries to do the scary and whatever, or
Like
thriller.
what sex position?
And what shock factor?
I don't know. Maybe doggy. Cause that's the most obvious when you're
I would
putting things
Probably
in.
just like getting a BJ or something would be the most.
Yeah, right. One of them's like leaning against the like second floor,
Yeah.
sitting on the garage, and the other
Skeletons
one's like,
don't have appendices. They don't have the wiener
Tell
because
me
that's
what
not a
neighborhood
bone. It's
you're
a.
in. I'm not-
Okay, but they're also not fucking. So
they're made
Sorry, I
of bones,
dropped the
bro.
F real early
They're
in this
made of
episode.
bones. Okay.
All right.
You could find a bone to suck on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're off to a
the
hot
rails,
start.
right off the rip. We haven't been here in a minute, but welcome back, guys. Keeping it classy.
Back.
Golly. It's just what's not right.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
This is explicit. Okay, it's listed as explicit. So if anyone wants to listen, they know what they're getting into. So
I want to do one where like you get a coffin, you fill it up with candy, but I'm like laying at the bottom of it.
oh my lord. That
So
would-
when they're gonna get candy, I just pop out.
It's like the Saw.
you
thing
have
with
an
the
ambulance
needles.
nearby?
You gotta go in.
Hey, the police station is right down the road, so
man, that I can
they can
imagine.
come help.
I had a
The same thing, the lady is gonna have like follow her kid, and you're gonna be like, oh, I'm just gonna be like, the candy.
I was driving through the neighborhood last night because I had a basketball game that I played in, and I was seeing there was like the families with the kids too young to go by themselves, so they're all doing it together. But when you reach the peak of life and your kids are old enough to go whatever do by themselves, and you're just in your driveway in a lawn chair
Yeah.
with a
That's-
cooler.
with a cooler and like a bucket of candy.
That's
and
another
just,
thing
like,
I wanna do.
enjoying the night.
And then you got like a cooler full of like White Claws for the adults.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and
exactly.
you're
You're just chilling.
chilling.
Yeah, like
That's the-
few enough people come around our parts that like that would probably work out. Because I imagine if you were like in a busy house and you were giving out hundreds of White Claws, you'd probably run out at one
I'm
point.
saying
I'm not
maybe
saying
not
give
White
out
Claws.
White Claws,
Yeah,
I'm saying-
Jello shots. Make a
you
bunch
would
of
give
Jello
out-
shots.
So that's too much effort
So like
for
the
me.
kids, it's not. It's like zero. Hardly any effort.
Well, it's
Justin.
White Claws are
I'm
zero
gonna
effort.
say you put effort into
Buy
a
'em,
lot
you
of other
dump
things.
them in the cooler, and it's a day.
I was just
Yeah,
saying
but it's more
you just
expensive.
enjoyed the cooler.
Okay.
I wasn't saying
Counter
give that
proposal.
out.
We go like Bud Light seltzer because those are always
I'm
like half
sticking
off.
with Jello
Those
shots.
are like $10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
don't
like
let them
$10
rain
for a
on
12
you.
pack. Yeah.
I'm not.
Gabby's festive.
We'll save the
and
White
she
Claw for
I'm saying you
always
get a
the-
projector.
I like
for the
that
Put it up on
idea,
the
though.
garage,
because you could spend probably
and then the kids come by.
what
The parents stop by for
maybe 150
15,
bucks.
20
$50
minutes,
you
have a
get
drink with
60, 60
great.
seltzers.
Yeah, there's more adults
Just
than that
for
walking
Harry
around.
Potter.
Well, yeah, but not everyone's
on
going
a
on.
loop.
Yeah.
That's true.
See,
Not bad. At least
all
give them
through.
till you run out, and then have obviously don't give all of them away. You know, have
Yeah.
like your stash. Because that's my thing. I've been wanting to just sit there in my house or in the driveway, just have some beers, hand out candy, and play music or whatever.
That's what me and Rachel have done the past 3 years.
I love that for you guys. But I have kids.
Just come to our neighborhood. Your kids can go trick or treating.
Well, so my Lincoln went with his friends this year, and they kind of did their own thing a little bit. We didn't go like very long. It was like 45 minutes.
Do you dress
an hour.
up as anything? Oh, you did.
Yes,
Yeah.
we always
MJ.
do. We always do every year.
Did you do any like MJ noises or anything, or you just stuck to the outfit?
like that?
That's what I was looking for.
Come on now.
Did you do any dance moves?
No. I forgot them.
Working on
I
Moon Dance.
tried that. I tried to see that.
The only reason I knew any at the party was because like literally they had the music video on the TV. So
Come on now.
just follow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got to do it.
There's some pretty, I mean, obviously like some of his dance moves are awesome.
minute later.
I got a
it's
pretty
like-
gnarly Scooby Doo onesie.
Nice.
What does gnarly mean?
I mean,
I know what it means, but how is Scooby?
so okay, so last minute, I didn't have a costume. My I'm not gonna blame my mom.
Only because she listens to the podcast.
like, should I do this?
Somehow my nieces and nephews get word that like I might be there and I might be in a costume. And then like the day before, it's like, hey, like all the kiddos want to know if you're going to be there in your costume,
Oh, yeah.
right?
I told
and
them
it's
you would
like,
be.
Yeah.
now I can't like let them down.
So you did. You dressed
day
up and
of-
went around.
Come on.
Yeah, the day of, I
Yeah.
just like hit up, Halloween Express or Spirit, whatever the closest one I could find.
Yeah.
The only thing they had was an XL Scooby Doo onesie.
That's
Literally the only thing. So I was just like, this is gonna be way too large. I'm not a big man, but
It's gonna
fine.
be hot too.
Perfect size. Legs are a little long, but we can
Sure.
figure that out later.
I need a picture.
Everything else perfect size.
Oh yeah, do you have any photos?
This thing was so comfortable. I didn't take it off until midnight. I was at home chilling in this thing,
You
watching
didn't
the Browns
sweat
game.
outside?
It was a little
was a little
toasty,
hot,
but it
yeah.
cooled
I had-
down right as once the sun dropped. We got enough shade.
I had
right on
skinny
the edge.
jeans on with like the dress shoe or whatever nicer shoes, and then I had my t-shirt and my jacket. And this jacket was like, it's kind of meant for almost wintertime. So this is like real hot.
That ain't it.
This is like sheep leather or whatever.
Yeah, because my onesie was like real thin. The best part though is I get to Nate's, and I'm trying to help the kid because they're all doing like superhero stuff, and so they thought I was going to be like one of the superheroes, and I was just like, sorry, they didn't have one of those, kind of limited options. So I was trying to give them like hints and stuff.
They didn't have one of those because Uncle Jussie just got this on the way here.
This was bought 2 hours ago. Yeah, not a lot of options. And I get there, and Sawyer, who's like the youngest boy, he's like he should be 4 now, and he couldn't grasp it, so it was Scooby da Doody. So all night it was Scooby da Doody, and we
so
go to
much
one
better.
house, and randomly someone who answers the door has the exact same onesie on.
Really?
And Sawyer just goes, Scooby da Doody! And it was just, that made my night. Because I don't think they've ever seen Scooby Doo. It was kind of before their time.
probably went up and
Did you ask the dude, like, did you get that today?
Yeah, Spirit Halloween.
My
University?
Kind of guy. What are you doing?
Did you grab the last large?
The fact that you wore it till midnight at your house, though, speaks a lot.
I'll tell you what, man. If it didn't have a tail on it, I would have slept in that thing.
Put that on a t-shirt. Am I right?
Yeah, right. That's the. I was like, I'd love to hear that out of context.
What was that Leo movie, The
Trying
Reverend,
to
where he
think
sleeps
about where
inside
that's going.
the carcass of that animal?
Ooh, Reverend?
gosh.
No, Reverend.
Is it The Reverend?
This is Star Wars, isn't it?
No,
it's
Leo.
Leo.
It's
well, Star Wars, he does it too, right? Doesn't he like cut open that thing to keep warm?
What?
you talking about Luke?
Yeah.
Oh, that's old school Star Wars. Yeah, that.
Yeah, it was in the wintertime.
Mhm.
Because they did it in Family Guy too. Like they did that thing where
right. Yeah.
yeah.
Revenant.
That's what I think.
Revenant.
The Revenant.
I'm
sticking with where he gets attacked by a bear.
Yeah, that was insane,
Sick.
bro.
Crazy.
I've heard Joe Rogan so many times explain like being mauled by a bear. And I think that might be one of the last animals I ever want to face.
What do you mean? Was he mauled by a bear?
No, he just stories of like how just vicious they are,
Oh,
like a grizzly.
yeah.
Or I think about like Game of Thrones when they turn those like polar bears into like the White Walkers.
Mhm.
You're like, dog, that's what we need to figure out how to do.
Oh,
Have you seen
Let's weaponize like orcas.
that would be horrifying.
Didn't Russians do that? They tried to like use sharks as like weapons. They had this experimental like. I'll come back with more research.
I love it.
TBD.
Anyway. Yeah, so that's fun. Yeah, I mean I had too much candy last night. It was bad. And then we ate this roast though at like 9:00. Christina made it. It was fantastic.
Like pot roast?
Love
Pot roast.
that.
Like crock pot type stuff.
Crock potty, yeah.
Like a crock pot roast?
Speaking of potty, did you
Yeah, I did
you guys watch that video I sent with the dogs? Or no, did I send it to you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I need to. In the car with the poo.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was the
I sent
best
it to
part
you on
was
Instagram. You probably don't read my messages anymore.
Did you? I don't think you did.
she's got JJ blocked.
Yeah. It's like most of the time
unblock
she's
you real
just
quick.
like,
You didn't
yeah.
send it to me, you
Yeah,
liar.
I remember that video.
Send it to me.
You're a liar.
Can you send it to Luke and Gabby real
No.
quick?
When you try and
No,
call
we
us
don't
out,
deserve
but
it.
you don't even send it to us.
Yeah, right?
Just forget it.
That's my fault.
That's a classic boom roasted.
Classic.
Dang.
Do you guys want to see this?
Was it even funny?
It was absolutely.
It's horrific.
Out of
honestly.
principle, I'm not going to laugh at this.
I've started
You
Rachel,
will. Nate's
Rachel
calling
like
me
shows
right
me
now.
all the time on the couch. She'll like, look at this video, and I'll be like, that really wasn't that funny. And then so like recently I've been rating them, and I'm like, if they're not, I was like, I need you to start like remembering the rates of these videos because I need 8 or higher. So if it's like a 6 or 7 range, just like don't show it to me.
The pressure, she's like,
It's just
I
like
don't know.
I operate on a much higher level
Another
of
thing
comedy
she hates is
expectation.
like when there is a really funny one, I'm just like, yeah, I already saw that.
Oh,
Yeah, I've already seen that one.
Oh, yeah. Get with it. Get with the times.
She's like, why did you send it to me?
Here, so let me. It's hard for everyone else to hear
I'm
about.
seeing it. I'm seeing it. He just shit all over his lap.
Her lap,
Okay. Hang on, we're on a pod, so this is a perfect opportunity.
and then that girl.
I'm not watching the rest of that. That's
they're-
disgusting.
They're both
Nate's on the phone. How do we feel about Chewy's?
Absolutely.
Like
good.
going to lunch. Us going.
It's the easiest
Where's
yes
that?
in my
Winter
life.
Park.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think I have anything.
That's a yes.
I guess even
Justin,
if I do,
tell him
I'm
it's a
figuring it out.
Sounding yes.
I'm Gucci.
But yeah.
Oh, that makes me.
Did you see it, Luke? I'll send it to
I
you.
just came.
But okay, just lost what I was thinking about.
All it takes is the thought of fajitas.
That's good to know. So yeah, it's basically like this dog is in this car
No.
and she crapped in
That's
this.
so gross.
He crapped in this girl's lap, and they're both just going back and forth.
I would have pulled over.
That's what Christina said. She's like, "Why didn't you pull over
why did you
immediately?"
pull over? Yeah, I would have taken off my pants, just leave them on the side of the road.
Part of it's like, what if you were like in a really busy traffic area and you didn't want just everyone to see you like
Don't give-
shoveling crap off
Don't
your
care.
lap?
Don't care. I'm taking the pants off, not shoveling them off.
Oh, sorry,
happened?
you were on the phone, so I muted you.
I've been muted.
Just leave it.
Are you guys one of those?
He talks loud enough. Yeah, all of our mics will pick him up.
Are you guys like the domino effect gaggers?
Sorry.
Like if someone else like is like, do you automatically? Because that's what happens in the movie.
That was
Gabby's like, "What video
You
did you
see-
watch where you saw this?"
You saw in that dog movie, you see like one person just
Yeah,
like,
for sure,
and the other
for
person immediately after just,
It's like a sympathetic
but it's a
puker.
slightly different
Yeah.
tone. It's like that's two different gags.
There was a video of like this girl and her husband, and her husband can just go up to her, Be like, hey, how's it going, babe? And just be like, stop it. It's just like, you just can't help it.
That's so
I'm saying. I'm not like that at all.
No,
Yeah, me
But,
neither.
dude,
I
I'm
am,
telling you,
yeah.
there's some diapers though I've changed. That's one of the few times I'm
That's
like,
different,
sometimes
though.
I can't
That's-
handle it.
That made you.
Like purely like when
No,
someone
I know.
else.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you, the only time I really gag is that,
Yeah.
or like,
Or if
I
like your dog
Isn't
shits
that
in the house and
Yeah.
like if Rachel's picking it up and I can like hear her like, no, it's disgusting. Like, yeah, I know. I'll instantly do this. It's like, please stop. Please stop.
I'm officially at the point with dog
you're
poop.
like playing Xbox, you're just hearing it like, you're like as you're playing.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
Yeah, put my headphones on.
Yeah. I feel like I'm at the point now where it's like if I get the poop on my fingers, you're just like
No fucking way, Justin. You're
you
just
want
like
the amount of poop that I have
He doesn't even use
cleaned up
pads.
from these stinking dogs.
And then you're making like a
These
sandwich
wolves.
later, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Did I wash my finger?" I don't
Usually I
remember.
just hit it with some water.
Justin, hit it with some water. Please.
And now,
You make
dude.
our lunch every day. Please don't say that.
Hit it with some sandpaper,
Has
my
anyone
guy.
gotten sick? I'm just saying.
I just
No, I'm
fall
kidding.
over.
There probably has been a day where I felt
Luke
a
has E.
little off.
coli now. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Now that I'm thinking about it, there probably has been a
I
day
follow
where I was
all
like,
food safety protocols.
I feel a little
Think about it.
uneasy.
There's a few days Gabby's gone home sick, Justin.
Yeah, specifically ramen days are a
Trying
little
to,
off.
just trying to help your immune system, you know? Got
my
to face that adversity. It's the only way you get stronger.
That's so bad. What do you
Survival
feed
of
your
the
dogs?
fittest, am I right?
Or Mises, baby.
What do you feed your dogs?
We switched just to just like some generic dry food. We tried grain free for a while and did like the Blue Buffalo stuff, but then they
Blue
just
Buffalo is not good for dogs. I
no,
don't
they just
think.
diarrhea everywhere. So we just got some basic like stuff that they eat enough that
I'm sure.
makes their poop
I'm sure
hard.
if we had like
Which is
one
the
of
most
those
important
like
thing.
forensic people come and like go under your fingernails, you'd be surprised at the amount of dog poop that's still under there.
You should make your dog food. You should do your homemade dog food. I'm telling you,
dude,
it's cheaper than
they say there's more
back dog
bacteria
food.
on your phone screen than on a toilet bowl. So,
Yeah,
just saying.
Great.
Yeah,
We're
but
all-
the
we're all
bacteria
taking it
didn't
in.
come from the shitter. That's the
Coulda.
point.
That's fair.
All those phones go in the bathroom with us, and those poop particles be flying around. Dog.
You know what?
That's
I think
also true.
bacteria's on a scale. There's like good bacteria and bad bacteria, and then like really nasty bacteria.
There's also
Like,
bacteria
all
in
the
your
way
gut. That's good.
you should get one of those things you can put your phone in and it just like sanitizes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that phone soap. My brother
They have
got
them for
that
your
for
shoes
Christmas.
and stuff too, but I
They
feel like
use-
that's a little much.
I think they use. You can put it. You can buy these things that uses it's some sort of a UV light.
That's
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is.
Shocks
That's what we're
it,
talking
so it's
about.
not
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
liquid, but
Right.
Yeah.
right.
But it's kind of like, you know what? It's like I almost want my phone to smell nicer when I get it out, and it doesn't. So I'm like, well, did it do anything? It's always like smell like means clean to us, you know, because of soap.
I don't even want to think. I don't want to think about all the germs and
I
stuff. on my
prefer. I
phone
guess
right
I prefer my phone odorless.
What about your microphone?
this one's pretty solid.
now. Well,
Now, I will
luckily,
say,
we
when I was-
stick to the
I'm
same
surprised you
mics.
haven't smelled yet, because usually
Why would they smell?
no, because you spit on it, and over time, that's mic filters just smell.
You're
Oh,
way
yeah.
too close to the mic. Or you,
No,
why-
it just
One,
happens.
two,
It
one,
happens
two.
over time. So like at one point when they start to smell, I'll just wash them. But you can wash them.
Oh yeah, don't.
Or I got extras. I got some extras too. I already have them.
I'm gonna be grossed out the day that it smells.
Bro, I smell some stanky mics setting up for church
Dude,
many times, dude.
my
Ugh.
yeah, I've had like
I don't like.
I've had mics where I've changed them out, like
How do
where
we
someone
change
like,
this?
especially what's crazy, like pop and carbonated stuff, like for some reason I think just destroys people's mouth and whatever. Like so, like I've had people that like addicted to like Coca-Cola, and then you
The
go smell the
halitosis?
mic. Is that it's like it's like something about the acidity in it or something. It just like makes it worse.
It's getting
Smells
worse,
like
Gabby.
something
It's getting
died in
worse.
there.
I know.
Yeah. And then the other part of it's on the sound guys too, because those should be cleaned every once in a while.
For sure.
You're talking about mics that probably have 20 years of nastiness caked on them.
Caked. That's imagery.
Yeah, those SM58s.
Layers.
Oh yeah.
And then you had the
Some
like
Shure
the-
57s?
and then the churches that had the massive filter that goes over that other filter. And
Yeah.
it's just like a huge thing.
Remember when they used to be color coordinated back in
Yeah,
the
like
day?
red and brown and nasty
Yeah.
yellow colors.
Yeah. I always
So
think of.
awful.
Do you remember Bethel Temple
Gross.
up in Cleveland?
Yes.
That like puke, like brown orange setup they had.
Wasn't the whole church that color?
Yeah, because
I mean-
like they did a massive renovation in like the 80s, and somehow that was like it. And then it just, yeah. That's tough.
That's awful.
It's well, I mean, it's fitting for Cleveland though. It's a lot of like kind of poopy orange and brown. The Cleveland Browns. I mean, maybe they were just kind of
The Cleveland Poopy Browns. Yeah, so that's how I felt when we walked into that clubhouse in Titusville. Like I felt like I was walking into an old church.
It was an interesting building.
Yeah,
I liked that
because
course, though.
it had because you know how like the old churches, basically you walk in the front door, it's a split level. Downstairs is kids, upstairs is you know what I mean.
right,
It's like a lot of churches are set up, old churches,
Right.
and so it's like that's how it felt because it was that split level, and downstairs was the clubhouse, and upstairs was the restaurant or
Like,
whatever.
let's put the kids down in like the dusty cellar, like
Yeah.
that's like molded and like
you know
can
what?
just-
Maybe it has to do
the
with
moisture
like,
in the air is palpable.
maybe it's like bomb shelter type thing. They'll be safer down there. You know,
So
protect the children.
we also broke the record that day. The golf.
Little 8 under,
I
little 8
heard,
under.
I heard you guys used a couple extra mulligans though.
Who told you that,
I don't think we did.
guys? Who told her that?
Did we actually?
I mean, it probably was me. I don't explicitly
I
remember,
wasn't gonna
but
rat you out. You did it
it's
yourself.
probably me.
I felt like
There was a little. We gave ourselves a little extra, but we haven't been in a while.
You
so-
just invalidated our entire trip.
I don't.
Yeah, we broke the
disagree.
record low
Usually
key.
I like to
First
keep
of all,
it
Also, I heard
narrow.
JJ sucks, so I don't think you
yeah,
should
it was a little.
be
it was
a part of
little
breaking the
loose.
record.
Did dance a little
Stay
bit.
loose.
I heard we didn't use one of JJ's balls.
Oh,
That's not true. We
I'm
use dry. Wait, I said that.
Gabby stirred it up.
I'm just messing.
Look at Jade.
We definitely used some of your drives.
Look at him.
it's cool.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's fine.
I didn't know it was gonna get that big of an emotional reaction.
Just don't be surprised if half your clubs are broken in half.
Sabotage. I didn't do anything.
It's actually, I do have clubs, but they're Justin's, so plot twist.
No, I was talking about Justin's. You're saying he's the one that said it, right?
Yeah, you're in the clear.
Justin
Gabby.
said it.
I did not say
I
that.
said JK.
You're just being a loyal friend and telling me all the crap he's saying about me.
No, I'm more of a loyal friend to Justin.
You know what? Let's have a golf off.
All right, can we just stop?
My girl.
I'm gonna leave here so depressed.
Hey, but we're going to Chewy's.
That's the goal.
You can't be depressed at Chewy's.
Steak fajitas, Chewy's. You
All right. Let's do this. Out of all the Chewy's restaurant category, let's say this:
Chimichanga.
Chili's, Tijuana Flats, Chewy's, Habaneros.
Don Julio's.
Rank them. Those types. What's the best one of those?
I really enjoyed Don Julio's.
Chili's is at the bottom of that list.
Okay.
Really?
It would have been different, but because of Don Julio's performance last week,
Chili's is at the bottom for sure.
I would say Don Julio's at the top taste wise. The atmosphere is kind of
I haven't been to
not real
Chewy's in a
sold on
while,
it.
so maybe they'll take
I'm
that
real
number one
excited
spot.
for you. Chewy's is just.
But Don
next
Julio's
level.
was
Chewy's is
good.
probably second on that list for me, followed by Tijuana, and then whoever
Yeah.
you said.
Yeah,
Chili's
yeah.
is
I'm
dead
probably
last,
the
and
same.
all of you agree with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really
I put
like.
What do
Chili's
you
ahead
get
of
from
Tijuana.
Chili's? What do you get?
You do?
I just think
I
bang
put
for your
Tijuana below
buck.
Chili's.
I
Okay,
don't
if-
like Chili's.
Well, if that's how we're ranking them, if we're ranking them bang for your buck, you're
Chili's is-
definitely Chili's
yeah.
at the top.
Rank them for.
Yeah, well, that's
all
why
of
you
it.
go there. They have like the drink specials
Yeah.
and they have all that. Like
You can get the rewards with the free chips and
Right.
salsa.
the only thing I've had there's
But if we're
decent.
talking about actual quality of
yeah.
food,
We're talking
the
all.
fajitas are decent
encompassing.
there, but that's about it.
Your experience going to Tijuana Flats versus Chili's.
I'm not a big Tijuana Flats guy.
if we're
I would
talking
rather
about
go to
that, then
Chili's, I
Chili's
think.
is probably like number 2 because they got those $5 margaritas.
All day.
Yep.
Chili's also has a. Tijuana also has a decent chimichanga, which is like kind of
Agreed.
a staple
I'm
for
not
me.
a huge fan of
I don't think
Tijuana
Chili's even
Flats.
has a
I'm not a
chimichanga.
But have you ever had their cookie dough flautas?
Bunch of posers.
Fire.
So good.
That
Have you
would
guys had
that would be
those?
something they would come
Their
out
cookie
with.
dough
Though.
flautas?
But have you ever had the cookie skillet at Chili's?
No,
That's more my speed.
I will
that's
say,
just too
yeah.
big. The molten lava cake is probably.
Another staple.
This, I think Chili's is like that place, kind of like
Have you ever made one of those?
Taco
Homemade?
Bell, where it's like they come out with stuff that's
I love
kind of
that.
gimmicky, where it's just like, oh, we got this new thing. It's just like this new like brisket thing, like, and it's really not that good, but it's just a
Yeah.
new. They put it on their menu because it's flashy.
Yeah.
If
Right.
you're like, let's go eat somewhere for like, I want to go out to eat, but I want to be cheap and I kind of want to get messed up. Chili's is where I'm going.
And unlimited food.
Yeah.
Anywhere that gives chips,
You
and
got like the
salsa,
what,
it's just-
3 for $10 or something like that, or
I
two,
mean, you
two
can't-
for
Chili's got
20
the
or something
deals.
like that.
That's for
can't
sure.
beat that.
I will say Don Julio's. I never ordered it, but that queso was
It
really
was
good.
so good.
It was very
And
good.
actually, the meal I got was really cheap. It was only $12.
yeah.
All of those have solid queso. Chili's has a queso skillet. Ooh.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
anything
okay.
that keeps it hot is good for
Maybe
me.
I just need to go back to Chili's. Last time I was at Chili's, it
Yeah.
was
Give them a
not a
chance.
great
I'll
experience.
tell you what, totally unrelated, kind of related, but not to Mexican food. So like basically like I went to someone's house and they had this like brie thing. It was like a pastry. And I told you about this. It had brie inside of it. And then it had like fig something on top of it, which is whatever. But it was like, it goes in the oven. They put it on a pizza stone. So it kept it hot while it was sitting outside of the oven. And so like you could take a piece, but then it started like melting out. And then you could just take bread and whatever and just dip it in it while it was like hot on the stone.
They put like honey on it and stuff too, or just.
No, it's just that. Well, there's a little bit of sweetness in the fig mix in the middle that you kind of like. It's kind of like one of those things like hummus, like you're supposed to get a little bit when you take your just to eat with it. But like, it was. I love brie.
You're just over there like propping yourself underneath, waiting for it to drip off.
I'll be here all night.
Pretty much, yeah, yeah.
Have you ever had guava? This is a good
No.
snack. I feel like
No.
you would enjoy.
I've had a
Gabby's
guava.
foodie.
I've had a guava pastry from like one of those like Spanish bakeries.
You can get like, it's like, he said fig and it made me think of it. And like cheese on a cracker.
Mm-hmm.
It's addicting.
It's crazy the combination of like, or just so many different kind of cheeses that are out there.
I love it. And if I
love
had more
cheese.
money to blow, I would definitely.
It's cheese.
It's got the juice.
It has the juice.
Cheese has the juice. I'm out.
You don't like feta?
I love feta.
It's got the juice.
Does it?
Yeah, it's.
You know what I love?
It
Like-
literally sits in juice.
Pretty much anything that uses like 10 cheeses to make is incredible.
Always.
Like macaroni, like macaroni, like tons of cheese, like 5 cheese grilled cheese sandwich. It's like, I love that stuff.
Oh, we had grilled cheese and tomato soup on like brioche bread. Oh my god, it was so good. Some Colby Jack and sharp cheddar.
I love sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
So good. You got to do a combination of cheeses on a grilled cheese.
I agree. And you know what else you need to do? This might be a hot take. First of all, Sydney makes the best grilled cheese ever with mayo.
Oh yeah. That's how you do
That's
it.
how you know.
Mm-hmm.
I learned
You
that.
can't
I
tell
learned
the
that from
difference.
you
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the old office. You were like, one day I saw you put mayo on,
Yeah.
and I was like, well,
Yeah.
how
It's
does
weird,
that work?
but you got to trust it.
It does work. Yeah.
It is.
Well, once it's cooked,
difference.
you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference between that or butter because it's like it kind of crisps the same way and all that. It does have that extra.
So good.
Because what do they actually put in mayo other than
Egg
is
whites.
oil and egg whites? Is
I think so.
that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What gives it that like mayo flavor? You
What
know,
gives it that? I'm looking this up.
All right.
Mayo. Just pull it from the vines.
Pull it from the vines. I love that. So yeah, what? So you didn't do anything, right, Luke? Just to kind of wrap up the Halloween thing.
Well, yeah, I just had a game. I played basketball.
Oh dang! You basically like process not just egg white, a whole egg.
Oh, yolk too?
That's what it says. Add an egg to the bowl of your food processor and process for about 20 seconds. Add mustard, vinegar, and salt, and then process for another 20 seconds. Slowly add the oil in tiny drops until about a quarter of the oil has been added. Adding the oil slowly is really important. That's it. Oil, mustard, vinegar, egg, salt.
That's easy.
So then how do you make mustard?
I don't know, but I'm interested in this. So
Getting down to the
look it up,
bottom of
please.
this. Mustard seeds. Yeah, dried mustard seeds, water, and some other liquid, typically vinegar.
Would you?
Well, how do you obtain mustard seeds?
Dude, this is a real thing.
For the remainder of the pod.
I thought this could be satire, but this is funny. this is actually real. And I thought it was just someone trolling. But scientists at Princeton University have reconstructed this 3D model of how Adam, the first human being created by God, might have looked.
Oh boy. Is that Vin Diesel?
It is.
Is Vin Diesel just like with like a broken nose?
If you were just like, so Vin Diesel is the most generic human alive.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's funny. They have one for Eve.
Yeah, I wonder who that would be.
Someone with the last name Rodriguez, probably. Isn't that her name?
Eve Rodriguez?
Is that what it is? No. What's her his girlfriend's name in Fast and Furious?
Oh. I was so thrown
No,
off.
I was thinking of Fast and the Furious in that moment. Because like all these comments on Reddit were like, "There's nothing more important than family." Oh, no, someone wrote "First and the Furious," or "First and Furious" or whatever. That's funny, dude. That's great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we're our Justin, our
talker.
one of our conversationalists is missing, so we got to come up with something else to talk about.
The main conversation.
To take my mind off how much I have to pee right now. Yeah.
Well, while you do that, I'm going to think about taking a sip.
But you guys, you guys didn't dress up, right? You said, Gab, for Halloween?
Well, Rachel did. I mean, because she wore this like mouse costume. She has like this cardboard cut out of a cookie. It's like, what's that storybook? It's based off of a storybook. You know what I'm talking about? She had like little tail and stuff and little ears.
Nice.
I didn't
She
know.
probably had to go to the school. How's the school? Are they up and running again?
No, they're going to be out of that school for the rest of the year.
So
That's like a good teacher costume, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does that one like every year. Switch it up.
Switch it up.
But yeah, they're still at the high school.
I like how your straw matches your cup, matches your shirt.
Yep. Yeah.
That's
That's just her saying, I have my life together.
Literally what it says.
But you know what? You know what's great? I love that way more than I like it when like I see a woman with her purse matching her dress and all that. I'm just like, if you brought your own straw and cup places and you matched your clothes, that'd be so much cooler. I don't know. Just
That's why when I used to have those like strawberry apricot Red Bulls, they were the orange ones. And I'd wear my Budweiser orange shirt and it would also match my phone case.
So these
that
are
you remember
these are
that.
things you've consciously thought about before.
100%.
I see.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But
Yeah.
it's got to be a special day. You know, it's got to wake up and be like, yeah, I'm going to match my phone case with my drink with my shirt today.
That's so cool.
Just kidding.
I love that. You ever match your car?
She is right
This
now.
matches my car.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, it does. I'm just close because I was thinking your car was a little more green, but
No,
maybe I'm just.
it's technically mint.
Oh,
It's like a bluish, greenish,
wow.
whitish.
So you need to like when you leave, you need to be carrying that, drinking out of it when you get into your car.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, driving with one hand.
Hold it the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would think
Don't
like
let
mint
go.
would be just like a rich green. Like you ever seen like a mint leaf? Like it's like that's green.
Mhm.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Italian
Is
mint.
it mint blue
It's a
or mint
mint.
green?
Can't help it.
It's mint green.
Mint. That was great. Oh man, it's
Why do they call it?
it's already like freaking 30 minutes.
Mint.
I was gonna
Wow. Having so much fun though.
I know.
What do
I
you
know.
call that?
I would say teal.
Yeah.
Losing track of time.
That's
what
like
I call that.
robin's egg blue.
I'm sorry. Say that one more
Robin's egg
time.
Blue?
Robin's egg blue.
Who's Robin's egg?
Is that Ohio?
Like the egg of a
When did it
robin,
lay?
like a bird.
Who's Robin and why do they have an egg? Is it their egg? Did they steal it?
Yeah, I would agree. Teal.
I'm going teal. Yeah.
Yeah. Final answer.
He's looking up Robin's egg for us.
No, I'm not. I'm actually.
that is.
Okay, but why do you know what Robin's egg blue looks
'Cause
like?
it's a
Like you've been
unique
spending
color,
way
you
too
know?
much time at Home Depot
Robin's egg blue.
looking at
pretty
this,
similar.
looking at
Hey.
the paint samples.
You know,
It's just a wealth of knowledge.
Dude, did you ever
Robin's
we've
egg
looked
blue.
at some swatches. Is that what they call them? The paint swatches,
Yeah.
swatches. I don't know.
Yeah, you took home one too many samples.
He just studies them every night. Robin's
Well,
egg.
when we got our house,
day
it
this
was
is
all
going to
blue.
Teal, Robin's egg
We had to
blue. Know the
redo it.
difference?
All the
Know
walls?
difference?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
really?
whole thing was blue.
Like an ugly blue or
Not
like
like
a darker blue or lighter blue?
it was definitely lighter.
Like Robin's egg?
not quite robin's egg, but it was a little further on the spectrum. Right. So we
Okay,
were just like,
okay.
do we,
Dude.
what do we do here?
Have you ever seen these like offensive crayons?
What's a crayons?
So
Oh, crayon.
Classic.
I just didn't think offensive
Huh.
crayon.
Crayons.
what's a crayons?
What's a crayon?
So is it
Is it crayon or crayon?
it's definitely
know.
crayon. That's
Crayon.
the way
crayon.
it is.
Crayon. I mean, like, I don't know. I'll just
Other
say
people
it.
say crayon.
I thought he was like, it was like a new like
Well, it's-
meme.
No, depending
type
on the
thing.
mood, I'll add more
Crayon.
emphasis sometimes.
it's how many syllables you want to really say.
But it is
I mean, 'cause
crayon.
crayon,
How you say it can be whatever, but it is crayon.
Yeah.
crayon.
Just like if you're in water, you're
Crayon.
not wet.
Gabby, don't.
Crayon sounds like a world in the, like some,
Crayon.
Well, just think about your whole life. I have words that I've said wrong my
sounds
whole
like some
life.
planet from like a Marvel movie.
what are these offensive
Must venture
crayons?
to crayon.
That's even cooler. Crayon. Crayon is a
they're-
planet.
So
Maybe that's
it's
fine.
basically just a crayon box like of crayons that the colors are just like the most offensive things you could think of.
I need examples.
So there's a purple one, LGBTQ LMNOP. There's a blue one.
About to get canceled.
There's a blue one called Scientology. It's like cyan, a Scientology.
Oh, got it.
I don't get it.
Like the
Cyan-
CYAN.
I know, I'm
CYAN.
kidding.
Cyan is a
color?
blue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that,
And then
Justin.
there
You just knew Robin's
You're
egg.
proud.
Robin's egg.
expert.
I do the lighter blues. I don't deal with the darkest stuff.
Oh my.
there's boner pill blue.
Boner pill blue.
Yeah.
Like Blue Chew.
Well, like boner pill blue, like Viagra.
Have you ever taken a boner pill?
I have not. I'm interested. I mean, I don't
Just
have a
leave it
problem
there.
with it. I don't have a problem with
Next
it.
crayon.
Have you done it?
Dude, okay. I'm not proud of this, but
So you
no
have.
joke. Yeah.
Gabby.
You know,
The story starts with I'm not proud of this, but here we
I
go.
remember vividly. This was early into like our move down to Florida. We met a bunch of these dudes because the only thing we really did socially was the gym. Like we would just go to the gym every day and we worked and whatever.
I like where this is going.
So meet a bunch of cool guys. We're all a bunch of just like competitive meatheads.
Good looking.
What's happening?
In my early 20s, and I just remember one time we go downtown and we park in the parking lot under I-4. Do you remember this parking lot? It's literally that they're turning it into a park,
Unmistakable.
but it was a parking lot
I
under
see.
I-4.
Yeah.
And all I remember was we were just taking turns ripping Cialis like before we went to the bar for no reason.
What's Cialis?
I don't know.
It's like a Viagra, but it's like a
So you guys did this before you went into the bars.
Wait. I have
I
multiple
feel
questions.
so bad for the women at that bar that night.
Ripping Cialis means what? Is this a
it's
pill?
like a
Is this
dropper.
I know. I'm like picturing you guys hotboxing under I-4 and you're just like,
What was the
Ripping.
thought? Hey, let's just.
I don't know.
Okay.
It was just one of those things everyone was
well,
doing.
whose
it.
idea was it? Who went and got it?
I don't remember. I just
Justin,
remember it was there.
you said this was so vivid, yet you don't remember these details.
No, I don't remember where it came
you
from.
have
I
a-
just remember just being like, okay.
I mean,
Oh,
did
yeah?
you
Okay.
did you have a plan for these boners once they arrived?
Well, they
Well,
were
no.
hoping-
So it doesn't just like it's
Like,
not
that's what Viagra does,
It's not
though, right?
involuntary. No, well, you're still in control. Like, but it's like
Are they the same, or does one
It's
act
just an
different than the
accelerant.
other?
It's more or less an accelerant.
You don't know what the difference is between them, Viagra and
I
Cialis?
don't.
There has to be a difference.
I don't.
Like, because Viagra's straight up for ED. Like, you just
I mean,
can't get it.
Cialis is supposed to be. I think it's like mood also, but it kind of just gets you in the zone. Yeah.
You guys are like, instead of shotgunning these beers, how do you guys feel about?
It was like a one-time thing, but I just thought it was hilarious. I was just like, all right, may the best man win. I
So
don't know.
how did the rest of that night go?
I don't remember much
What were-
past that.
What were the effects?
You're just kind of
Like
you're like riled up, you're ready to get it.
that's well,
Yeah.
All right.
But most of those
story.
nights turned into like that, like bro love. We were just like, yeah, dude, bro, yeah.
I mean, how far did the bro love
Yeah, I was
go?
about to say, did we get real lovey?
No, I mean, it didn't cross
You've
that.
heard of Elf on the Shelf?
It didn't cross that line.
Boney and my homie.
It wasn't bad. Good.
All right. There's breast cancer awareness is a
happens, yeah.
scam pink.
Oh my God. That's
Red
horrible.
feather not dot. Baby shit green. Corporations are people too.
What
Presidential
color is that?
green. Presidential orange. That's pretty funny. Spiritual but not religious blue. Oh, miscarriage maroon.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
not.
So is this more or less alliteration?
Alcoholic piss. There's a yellow one. Me color you long time.
That's funny. That was good. That was good.
There goes that demographic.
Yeah. There's a purple one called statutory grape.
Oh, my god.
That's probably my favorite one.
Oh my
That
god.
one's funny.
You gotta laugh through this stuff sometimes.
No, this isn't like we made these. We're just reading them off.
You're
There's
saying you have
just
to
a travel
toughen through?
band brown. There's a Lives Matter. It's black, but it just says Lives Matter. I don't know. There's a white one called Privilege.
Oh,
Oh,
Should be more of a tan.
your parents' divorce was your fault, Peach.
dang.
That's rough.
Oh, Auschwitz Ash.
Oh.
That got dark.
I've been to Auschwitz.
Yeah, that's probably heavy.
Auschwitz.
That has to be
We've
so
talked about
heavy.
that before.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be such a crazy thing to see.
It was indeed.
Somebody should take Kanye there.
I'm almost done, guys. Let me just finish
They should though.
Yeah.
reading this. Let me clarify. Fabricated rape red, insufferable vegan green, self-identified blue, but it's pink.
Oh my gosh.
I like that.
There's a purple one called suspicious cold sore, and then a yellow one called golden shower, goldenrod. Oh man, that's great. That's something we all should need more of in our life. There's another one. There's another edition. We'll save it for another time. But
Okay.
yeah,
I think that's a good exercise
up
in
with our
general of like, I feel like society and culture is just too insensitive. Like we have like no concept of tough skin.
yeah.
Insensitive? Wouldn't that mean they're sensitive?
What?
Right.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Keep
yeah,
him in check.
You're right. We're too sensitive. We need
about
to
to say,
rewind that.
we're
raise people
sensitive.
to be more insensitive.
Yeah.
That's my fault. Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah, everything is
I mean,
canceled
just
nowadays.
sucks people can't take a joke because I don't like when it goes into like comedy. Like if you're freaking like watching a comedian, he's clearly
Yeah.
like some comedians are very political and they like obviously have an agenda, but some people are just like making jokes and like
Yeah.
kind of like morbid comedy is their thing.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about people dying or, you know, people being whatever. And it's just offensive to some people. But like clearly it's like context, right? You're in the middle of you're not in a
Yeah.
board meeting. You're in like
Right.
going there to laugh, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not like they're trying to offend
If
people.
you're easily offended, do not go to
You just don't go.
a stand up.
Don't go stand up.
Show.
Yeah. Unless it's like a clean dude or something. There's not going to.
But
Have
it's
you guys
also,
ever been to like one of those like improv shows like around here?
I was supposed to go, but the hurricane rescheduled it.
I went.
We should go to Saks Comedy Club.
I've been to
That's the one.
Saks.
We
I've been
should.
to Saks. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times.
That'd be fun.
We
It
should do
is. It is
improv.
pretty fun.
We should
Okay.
take an improv class.
I'm not doing that.
I mean, I'll try it. Improv. I'm
It
not
would
taking a
be
class.
why?
I don't know. I feel like I can improv.
It's all about yes and.
No, like you
gotta,
go
like,
to the class
build on
and
it.
do it with random people.
Oh,
I guess
see.
if we all did it together, I'd be more.
That would be
inclined.
hilarious.
Yeah.
be funny.
Michael Scott did it, so obviously we should.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's a good rule for life.
Michael Scott did it, so why can't we do it,
Remember, stay loose.
dude? It's yeah. Did you guys watch The Office?
Like 4 times all the way through.
The family that we went around with yesterday, trick or treating, they all dressed up as The Office,
I
which
like
is
that.
funny
awesome.
because it's so out of time that it's great because
Yeah.
it's like not everyone's doing it.
There's a few places around. I know there's one in Middle Park for sure that does like office trivia every so often.
Where?
I bet that would be brutal. They ask like
Well,
impossible.
that's what I'm saying. You need to have a ringer that like knows his stuff.
Well,
'Cause I'm so
doesn't
basic.
Erica really know The Office?
Yeah,
stuff?
she's-
like she
she's-
listens to podcasts.
She'd
and
crush
stuff.
it. Yeah.
So we just
she
need to
would
take
love
her
that.
and it'll be good.
But it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's like on the 92nd episode in the 4th scene. What is Jim wearing?
Yeah, they
That would
get
be
real deep
intense.
with
Yeah,
that stuff.
like what are we talking about?
We need to go do a trivia night. We need one person with that's just like solid.
We need to do a Game of
category.
Thrones trivia night soon because I have been doing my fucking research lately.
I got the music trivia.
Let's find one.
on
Are you Game
Well,
of
we
Thrones or
not- all we
House of
need to
Dragon
do
or
is
all
just
everything?
I'm
just-
dialed in all things Songs of Ice and Fire.
I think
Song
this
of
would be
Ice
a
and Fire.
good just
All
trivia
things.
team. Not a theme
Yeah.
trivia, just trivia. All the categories. We have a lot of knowledge between the 4 of us. A lot
All
of
right.
different specialties. Oh, hello.
With our powers combined.
What would our team name be?
Hmm.
That's my favorite thing to think about in life.
Yeah, I feel like that's gonna take some thought.
We can't just come off with it like at the top of our head.
Gabs and the Birdie Boys.
Unless it was just some legendary name that someone
I read this
spouted
book
out.
where she was in this like a trivia team, and their name was "You're a Quizzard, Harry Potter."
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that great?
So good.
That's solid. I think it also is helpful to have a team name specific to the trivia
Mm.
because it's like
Oh,
the
true.
puns that play on like certain things.
you're right.
Sure.
So I think it should be fluid.
What if it's
Maybe.
just a random truth? Like,
What if an umbrella?
But what
overarching
if
name?
you were so revered and legendary as a team that you just had to have your name?
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Why don't we
matter
go
where
by
you go.
they them?
like Globo Gym?
Right. In the office,
Dwight
when
Goodman?
they-
That's pretty awesome.
When they
Was it White
went-
Goodman or Dwight?
White.
White Goodman?
Yeah.
I don't like
Globo
that.
Gym?
Globo.
No, I'm not saying we do that, but that's like the iconic. Like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Can we find a trivia night?
Gabby's like, so
you
we're
guys
gonna
bring
do
the
this
wives, bring Erica, bring
Yeah.
Rachel.
Be a good night.
It'll be a solid team.
now? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. We should.
Book it.
Yeah. All right.
Ship it.
And on that note, we're actually out of time. So this has just kind of been a fun one. But thanks everyone for listening to everything.
Subscribe and like.
Hope you had fun.
Like and subscribe.
Gabby got it before I did. So.
Share and comment.
Comment and share.
Oh, that's good. Now I don't have
One to
one.
one.
All right. See y'all.
Shout out James at Brightview.